Really, dude? Sitting your top 2 centers and your number 1 defenseman? I need to lose these games.
And you did.
Yeah, and still got the overtime point. Thanks for that.
Well, maybe if you weren't so pathetic, I would have taken you more seriously.
Deja vu? That sounds exactly what I told you after the 2019 finals.
Yep, and I'll use it again to tell you I just officially eliminated you from the playoffs with half my roster. Congratulations.
Cool. You can put it on a banner. It's the only banner you'll be raising this year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you over all the money you still owe Bennington.
You gotta pay for greatness.
Yeah, okay. Well, greatness has an 890 save percentage this year, so...
Oh, speaking of great, how many turnovers does Pasternak average a game now? Leading the league, right?
He does lead the league. Good season, man.
Yeah, you too. Good luck in the playoffs, man.
Thanks. I'm going to need it. Because your mom said that she was going to come to all my playoff games.
Oh, you son of a...
Low quality fans of high quality Bruins team, that is a dub. Dub number 60 on the campaign. Number 60. Number 60. Do you know, I don't know if you know this, do you know that the Boston Bruins have never won 60 games in a season? Do you know that? In 100 years of playing, 99 technically, something like that. Are you kidding me right now? 4th team in NHL history to hit 60 wins. That's nuts. 2019 Tampa, 96 Detroit, and 77 Montreal. Nuts. And I just really hope everyone's enjoyed it. Enjoyed it for what it is. Because do you know how we pick apart the team? We get angry after every single loss. Like, do you know how we do that? Naturally, we do that. We cut that way down this season. Because there wasn't enough losing to really go in on them. We lost 3 of 4, like, twice on the season, I think. Twice on the season. We've only lost, what are we, 60, 12, and 5 right now? We've lost 17 games all season. There just hasn't been anything to be negative about. And I just really hope that outside of the baseline of just being like, wow, I'm enjoying this season more than usual, you've also been able to fully comprehend how incredible this effort is. Obviously, the cup is the thing that matters most, but I really hope you've allowed yourself to truly enjoy this season. And now, very soon, we'll get really worried about how it's going to end. We'll do that later. We can do that later. We have time. Also, you know what really sucks? Is now I'm invested in the record. We need to win 3 of our final 5 games to win the record, to break the record. 63 wins. I expected us to fall out of the race for that at this point. I expected us to drop a couple games while we were resting guys, and we've been resting guys. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. We'll talk about that at the end. The Blues are 6-3-1 in their last 10. They can't keep the puck out of their net, though. They're 29th in the league in goals allowed per game, 18th in goals scored. That's not going to make up for it. And neither of their goalies have above a 900 save percentage. In fact, neither one has even hit 900 on the season average. That's bad. So your goaltending's bad because Binnington sucks. I know, but I have hurt feelings about this. But on top of that, their defense is terrible. They leave their goalies out to dry way too often, and their offense can't make up for it. Right now, they're also missing Robert Thomas, Pavel Buchnevich, and then Marco Scandella. So they're missing talent on top of the fact that they're already lacking a little bit of talent as a team. Now, us, on the other hand, are also missing quite a few guys. Olmark is going to get the start. Bergeron is still resting, upper and lower body injuries. We've talked about that. I'm glad we could give him some rest. Krejci, a much requested guy to give some rest to. He is resting this game. McAvoy's resting this game. Hall, Foligno, and Forbort are still out. So the new lines look like this. Coyle is going to center your top line with DeBrusk and Marchand. Your second line is going to be Pasternak, Zacha, and Bertuzzi. I did that in a weird order. Greer, Nosek, Hathaway is your third, and then Lauko, Freddie, Steen is your fourth. Actually swap those because I'm pretty sure the Freddie line did a lot more than the Nosek line this game. Lindy Orlov, that's your top pairing. Grizz, Carlos second, Zamora, Clifton your third. Still a pretty solid lineup, but you're missing your number one defenseman, your top two centers, and then some other guys who are also very important to this team. You're missing a lot of guys because you're supposed to be. Now, obviously, there's injuries, but you want to rest. There's a huge point for that. We don't care about the record, right? Right? A quick announcement from me. This next week gets weird because, thankfully, we have 3 days off. But then Thursday, I'll be here. I'm going to do a video after the Thursday game. I have a 5 a.m. flight to Boston the next morning. And I will be in Boston for Saturday's game against the Devils. Come say hi. Sunday, I'm still in Boston, but I'm not going to the Flyers game. And I might be doing some Boston-related things, such as family or whatever. I might actually miss a game this season. I also don't know how I'm going to do videos up there, because I'm going to a hotel. I'm not staying somewhere local where I can shoot the videos easily. All in all, we're going to play it by ear. I just don't know how this is all going to work, but I will be in Boston starting basically Friday afternoon until flying out Monday morning. So, yeah, come say hi if you can. I'd really greatly appreciate that. You know what else I'm going to be doing while I'm in Boston? Liking, commenting, subscribing. Nailed it. That was cringy. That was a really bad segue, but it's fine. We're going to talk about this game. Puck drops! Ooh, that one felt good. 3:35 in. We're starting with the refs already, man. And it's not even like, it's not that this was a bad call or anything like that. I feel like the refs are so involved in every game lately, and it's driving me nuts. Either way, Cairo is going to go in on a breakaway almost. Carlo breaks it up right after a Marchand turnover that's just brutal. But during the play, Shen is going to high stick Grizz. We're going to go to the power play. Nothing doing on that one. But there's always that vulnerable moment. There's always that vulnerable moment right after a penalty is killed. And just under 6 minutes into this one, as the penalty expires, the Blues get in on a 3-on-2. And it's broken up and snuffed out as Orlov blows up Parayko. Back the other way. It's a 2-on-1. And DeBrusk is just going to fire from the left side. It's going to be a save. It bounces out to DeBrusk again. He's going to collect, try to cut it around Binnington, and loses control. Freddie's there to just swat at it, but it still tips DeBrusk's stick last. So it's going to be DeBrusk's goal with a Freddie assist. It's 1-0. Not a power play goal, but it's directly after it, so you take those. 9:13 left. Greer is going to go for interference. It's fine. Penalty is going to get killed. We've been over this. Our penalty kill, really good. Really good. 3:30 left. Letty, alone in the slot, goes posting out. I'll tell you one thing. We do have those weird breakdowns every now and again, where if we have a matchup in the playoffs where somebody could really set those up, oh boy, we are going to be in for it, or at least our goalies are going to be. Period's going to end 1-0. I wasn't sure if the Blues would have scored all this game. We were much, much, much the better team in the first period. Second period starts, we're still going to be the better team, but they're still going to get their chances. 3:32 in. Nice breakout by the Blues in Topochenko, that's correct. Topochenko, wide open on the left circle, goes high glove corner, and Ole snags it. Olmark's glove side, man, don't even bother. 6 seconds later, Zacha is going to go for boarding. Right off the faceoff. Vrana is going to unleash a rocket. Glove side. Don't even bother. I just said that. Like, I just said that. Then 10 seconds later, after that, Shen incidentally blocks a Blues shot and immediately sheds the helmet and gloves and skates right down the tunnel. Scary, scary moment, because whenever I see something like that, I'm thinking eye injury, and it was close. It was right under the eye. He got stitched up and came back. This guy's a freaking warrior. Just crazily. Directly after that, Marchand blocks a shot, and he's going to one-legged skate to the bench, which, you know, made all of us go, this is why we're resting, guys! It's fine. He won't end up missing a shift. 7:05 into the second period. Pasternak's tripped up. We're going to the power play. Win the first power play faceoff. Immediate shot from the slot. Retrieve it. And keep the puck moving immediately after retrieving it, which is what they do. And they get it back to Pastrnak, who's kind of at the bottom of his office, the lower portion of that left circle. And he looks high slot and fires a quick pass absolute rocket to Bertuzzi's stick skate. Doesn't really matter. For a backdoor tap in. Through bodies. No look. Perfect. This was one hell of a pass. It's 2-0 on a power play goal. We take those. Is the power play back? I don't think so yet, but that's fine. 44 seconds later, it's a perfect breakout. A 3-on-2. Greer unleashes a hard shot high on Binnington, kind of off the shoulder here, and it bounces right out to Steen, who has a wide open net. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. We are midway through the second period. It's 3-0 against the Blues, who would rather lose. Not the players, of course, but the franchise, who are missing some talent, and they're already not that talented to begin with. And we stop playing. We really do. We take our foot off the gas, and we turtle. It was clear we were more interested in getting through this game than we were actually, pushing and being aggressive and winning battles. And honestly, that's okay. Just don't let those habits seep in. That's the thing. Do not allow it to become how you actually play the game. Play Bruins hockey. And then we're going to have a goal that plays a huge part in this game. It's late in the second period, about 8 seconds left. It's a nice breakout by the St. Louis Blues. I honestly thought their transition game was really impressive in this one. Their breakouts were clean, they were fast, and they were dangerous. And it's a 3-on-2. And Kyrou is going to carry it over the blue line, and Parayko is just going to go right into Orlov. Setting a pick, you're allowed to try to take the front of the net. He plows right into him. He sets that pick. Kyrou just takes this moment to go low blocker and buries it. I don't think Ullmark ever saw the shot. It is 3-1 in the last few seconds of the period, which you don't love, but you still have a 2-goal lead going into the third where you've been dominant. Finish this one off. And we don't. 9:47 into the third has been all Blues so far, and they win a battle in their zone, in their transition. Fast break the other way. Saad able to split the defense of Lindholm and Orlov, literally goes right through them, gets in on Ullmark. He makes the first save, kicks it out, and then Krug is there to clean it up. It's going to be 3-2 with about 10 minutes left. And then about a minute later, we're on our heels. And we're going to take a cross-checking penalty. It's us trying to clear the front of the net while there's a mad scramble in front of Ullmark. Clifton is going to go for cross-checking. And about 26-ish seconds into this penalty kill, it's a high stick on Nosek. And Nosek absolutely, boneheaded play. And he knows it. And he apologized for it. It was brutal. On Shen, again, the poor guy is taking so much crap to the face this game. So we're going to have 5-on-3 for $1.34. And we kill it. This penalty kill is on fuego right now. Fuego. 3:17 left. Saad and Clifton get tangled up, and eventually it turns into a fight during the play. Clifton and Saad are going to end up being given double minors each for roughing. That'll basically be the end of the game for them. Stays 5-on-5 though, and with 23.6 seconds left, Binnington is pulled, so it's 6-on-5. The Bruins fail a clear, and we leave Kyrou wide open on the right circle. High glove. Perfect. 3-3. He went against the grain, man. Glove side was killing him, and he manages to beat it. We gave him all the time in the world to just sit there. Pasta tried to make a play that was in the corner. The puck got moved out. Pasta couldn't catch up to it. It was a miscommunication on a few part, but that is what it is. We're going to overtime. Overtime is nuts, and Orlov does score during it, and we got our 60 wins, but we were offsides by a mile. Pastrnak was way offsides, so we're going to go to a shootout. And Kyrou starts, nice hands, gets Ullmark down, misses wide. Coyle, slow approach as he always does. Binnington leaves 5-hole gaping. Coyle makes no mistake on that. Vrana is going to deal with a slow approach, nice hands, but goes 5-hole, and Ullmark shuts that door. DeBrusk goes for his typical speed, high blocker kind of shot, where it's almost like a lob, but it's not. Anyway, he's going to miss wide. And then Shen, he is going to go glove side on the shootout. Ullmark stones him. We win the shootout 1-0. We win the game 4-3. It's over! And we got 60 wins. And we beat the Blues, which always feels a little extra nice. Game notes. Marchand needs a rest. Yeah, he needs a rest. Maybe for a couple games. I think he's dealing with some minor stuff. I think the surgeries play a role in that too. I don't know. I hope next season we get a little more of, or at least the playoffs, we get a little more of Marchand for what we know he can be. He's still a great player, but he's been struggling at times this season, and it happens. The other game note is I'm getting too invested in the record now, and I'm trying to like fight against it, but it is what it is. It's fine because I just don't want to get invested in something that like I don't care about the record so much. But we need to win 3 of our last 5 games, and that feels so doable. But we're going to rest a lot of guys, and we're still winning while resting guys, which is crazy. Which kind of segues into my other point is I wouldn't be worried about how the last few games have gone. I've seen people mention like giving up too many third-period goals and just not playing the same way. And we've talked about this weird results when the season's already decided, the regular season's already decided, and we're resting a lot of guys. This is what you get. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the last couple of games. But we got the Leafs on Thursday, and I hope we play barely anyone. I've seen a lot of people. I actually find it interesting because Steve Dangle actually put out this mention of, I wonder how the Leafs lineup looks against Tampa because they play in like a week or something like that. They play soon. And I thought that was interesting because when we knew we were playing the Capitals in that first round matchup, we sent out an AHL squad. We didn't care. Like, you're not going to set a point against us. Like, you're not going to make a point in the regular season. You're just going to risk the health of your players, right? You know who Tampa is. Tampa knows who you are. Like, Toronto and Tampa should put out none of their actual starters, if they can, against each other. Because at this point, it's, all right, we aren't going to, like, we're not going to win this game and suddenly put you on your heels for the first round matchup. That's not how that works. And so when we are going against Toronto on Thursday, I don't want us to ice a lineup being like, we're going to prove a point to them. Like, what's the point? If we meet them in the second round, like, hey, you are beatable? No, these 2 teams know who they are. They're 2 of the top 5 teams in the league. You don't need to set a point. You just need to go, I respect you enough to play all my AHL guys because I'll see you when I see you. Like, that's it. So I really hope Thursday is no one that we can help it starting. Like, I want to have so many guys resting at this point. So many guys. If for the rest of the, like, cycle them in. But for the next 5 games, as few as possible. As few as cap restraints will allow. Good? Got it? Great? Go Bees!